Hello everybody, and it is Ran Pakistani guy, and this is entry 2 on the local system. This video is going to be on Venus, as this second planet in the solar system, and the second slide that I've made on an actual planet. You guys already know the drill if you watched the first video. You know, I'm not actually going to read these excerpts that I put in here. They're my own. It's my own writing. Nothing's plagiarized on these slides. Everything's made by ourselves. You know, there might be some research, but I don't really research that much because I just don't feel the need to research. But you know, I think just like Mercury, everyone's aware of Venus and you know the properties of Venus and like how Venus is close to the sun as well. It's the second planet in the solar system. You know, it's whatever neighbors, but it's not actually the closest neighbor. The closest neighbor would be Mars. I think most people know that as well. So holy shit. Okay. So what I wanted to go over is a possibility of life on Venus because that's pretty much the most pressing topic of space in general right now. Obviously, other than light speed and gravity and physics, life is the whole point of our, you know, thoughts of space or like humanity's reason to go to space. Obviously, either the life is our own life, like humanity, or alien life that we're trying to, you know, conserve or create. So Venus, you know, we think that Venus might have been, you know, like Venus might have had the ability to host life in the past, and it might still have it today, but only not life like humans, like nothing like us, because it's hotter than Mercury here, and obviously Mercury is the first planet in the solar system, to the sun. There's the second one, so you would expect Mercury to be a lot hotter, but the truth is Venus is actually a lot, you know, hotter than Mercury due to the fact that it has a very thick atmosphere. The atmosphere of Venus is a lot thicker than the atmosphere on Earth, and that's the reason why we can't even go there in the first place with regular moon suits or the suits to wear to Mars. Actually, for Mars, the suits would have to be like make it so it actually expels more gravity on the human being because Mars' atmosphere is very thin, but Venus' atmosphere is so thick that the atmospheric pressure is really high, so it almost crushes you. And obviously, like the gravity is also another aspect of, you know, like how strong, like how much gravity is on the person who's on the planet. But Venus is actually smaller than Earth, so that's not really a problem. The size difference, it's not that much of a size difference. Venus is actually almost as big as Earth, but pretty much it's a massive, uh, like wasteland of like volcanoes and like there's and oceans of like like not plasma. It's like a viscous liquid. I forgot what it was, but there's a viscous liquid. It's not obviously it's not water. It's just some element. I forgot what the element was, but it's an element. And pretty much the whole point of this slide or this presentation is to rule out the possibility of life here. Because in my opinion, life is impossible here. Because we would observe it, or actually, life is possible, but the life that would be on Venus would have to be like microscopic life. And there's no primordial soup here either, so I don't know how life would form in the first place. I mean, like, there's no possibility, in my opinion, for primordial soup actually, because primordial soup doesn't only form in water; it can form in other substances. Holy shit, substances that can form in space on planets and planetary nebulas. But this pretty much is all I needed to say about Venus. Because it really isn't interesting. I mean, Venus is the planet that you would want to skip over anyway, in my opinion. But I have to go over it because I worked decently. I didn't work that hard on this slide, as you can tell. It's not that much information, and most of the information is just facts. It isn't really anything, you know, like that requires out of the box thinking or anything. But this is pretty much all I have to say about Venus. Bye. I just have to wait now.